ha 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 ha, dee 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 dee. Right, as you can see, I have this particular watch here. Right, if you can see that or not, well, I know I can't, but you might be able to. It says G-511, and it just says G-511. Now, the G-511 is the non-stainless strapped version. It has the resin strap on it, but there's nothing saying that we can't convert this into one of those. As you can see, I've got the screws are already out and the straps are already off and the shoulder plates are off as well, but as you can tell, they're not really the best. I mean, look at that. Look how messy that is. It's full. That right is years of congealed snot, shit, sweat, and all sorts of crap that goes in there. Dirt. You know, it's there, right? It's basically a biohazard, is what I call it. But anyway, I want to just pop this back off, right? Because I haven't got that far yet. We've still got the rubber shock protection, which is nice to know. We'll put you over there for now. I need to fetch out the gasket because that'll need cleaning, but I want to clean the whole thing off. So, to get the module out, these are relatively simple. Just find yourself a nice little area, but be gentle. Don't be a forceful git. Finesse is the key, and just winkle it out like that. Right? You're paying attention here. Yeah? You're certainly paying attention. Just nice and steady. You ain't got to go mad. You know what I mean? Take your time, and then we can get this out. All right. And then once it's out, we can start messing like so. Now this has got another gasket which sits there. You just grab onto this modular so don't drop it and bugger the hands up. Hands. Now what I'll do in a minute, because this one's a functioning watch anyway, so what I'll do in a minute, I'll get the 511G and put them side by side so you can see the difference between the 511 and the 511G. But we'll put this down for a minute, and then I want to strip this case down as far as it goes. I ain't going to take the pushers out because there's no need for that, so we're just going to strip it down, and then what I want to do is clean it. So then I will disappear for a bit, and then I will come back, and then we will see the difference. I keep dropping shit because I'm as clumsy as freaking arseholes, I am, I tell you now. Me whacking great screwdriver. Right, there's these 3 screws here, right, on both sides. This will break down from this bottom half will come off. It's in 2 pieces, okay, which then will free up this section here, and that will underneath this and this, there's like these little loops which holds this part in, and you can just pop them over, and it'll just takes the whole thing off and removes this, right? Because this here, it don't look too bad, does it, on the outset? But you watch this fucking space, I tell you, it's absolutely insane. So, and I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, have they put the wrong screws in there? Well, we'll soon find out, right? Because what you'll find is that, you see that there? Let me just get this so you can have a good old squint at it. See that, right? There's a shoulder on there, and there should be 4 with a short shoulder and 2 with a long shoulder. I'll see what I mean in a minute. So if we take that one out, and this one should be, I think, is this the long one? I can't remember now. We'll have a look in a minute, but we'll see. Is it the other way around? Probably. So put them next to each other like that. I don't know whether you can tell the difference, but that one there is slightly, let me get to it. Oh, the other way. Right. Let me just bring them back into the playing field. Where are you? Where the figure are you? here we go. All the way over there. Oh, I see. There's one. So I can't really see where the camera is, you see, because it's on my phone. So that one, believe it or not, is slightly bigger than that one. I know it's fiddly, but hey ho. And that's how you tell. Just a simple little thing like that. So anyway, let me just back that up a bit. Right there, that'll do. It's near enough, so you can get a squint. Now, I am no watch person, as in I'm not an expert of any of this, so if this helps you, then fine, but remember, I'm just one who messes and fiddles and faffs about with these things. I don't really, you know, have any kind of major skill when it comes to repairing these things, but I do like taking them apart, and most of the time I end up putting them back together right, but you know, it's one of them. It's one of them. So we'll have a look in a minute, see what we can do with these screws, because I'm looking at these here now, right, and to be honest with you, I'm not convinced that they are, because I know that the 511, I've had, bloody hell, how many 511Gs have I had, or Ds should I say, loads, and these screws always have 4 one side and 2 the other, so yeah, but it doesn't say it, you know, that maybe whoever's had a go at it before could have put them in the wrong order. So I will endeavour to find that out shortly. I think is it possible? I think it might be. Those 2 there look like they could be the same, and then them 4 there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I know I can for some unknown reason. It just seems to be that these 4, but them 2 are different. My eyes are crap, by the way. Even the glasses I'm wearing ain't brilliant, but who cares? We're just going to get on. So now, I'll sort that out later. So now I'm going to just gently pull these apart. So see, I'm revealing all the nasties, and yeah, look, see under there, all the crud and dirt and crap and snot. Right, so we'll take that off nice and steady. Thankfully, they haven't degraded to a point with a break. Now, on the 511G, these are actually grey, or even sometimes blue. Not had a black one yet, so that's interesting. Right, so like I said before, there's these little loops which are there, and I need to gently, when I say gently, because there is a possibility that these could break, and then we'll be in a world of hurt, because if it breaks we can't fix it. Come on, off you get. I'm just going to try and be a little bit gentle. So pushing these off the little steps where those screws have just gone through, slowly but steadily, not going too mad, and try not to force it, and it will eventually slide off. It'll come away. You just got to be patient. It's all about, oh shit, don't get going too mad. Steady, steady. Take a breath. Have a minute. Come on. Because once we get the one side off, the other side will be easier. I just don't want to go mad. Come on, you bugger. Oh, here we go. We got life. I think we've just sussed it. So, oh, it's dodgy shit. I mean, look at all this crap here. Look at it. All right. So now that I've got the one side off, we can gently persuade it off the other side with a bit of luck. It should just come off. If not, I'll give it a helping hand. Oh, there we go. One side, and there we go. And that is what's revealed underneath the G-Shock case. This is the bezel, right? That's the case. Look at all that. Look at it. That's years of yak and cack and poo and snot and lots of sweat. But you have to get these off, because if you don't, yeah, well. Now, if you look, I don't think you can see it very well now, but you see the indices there, look, all the way around, right? That is fixed in there, that is. You can't get that out. It's part of this case, right? I mean, if anybody has any idea if they can be took out, tell me, but I think it comes out the top way, where it's incorporated into this glass or perspex. But we don't need to worry about that. But that's one of those things that I've changed with another one. But let me just, yeah. Right, put that there for 2 seconds while I step up here and I'll show you what I mean. What we got? That's that one. That's that one. Oh yeah. So we have this one here is, that one is the, with a bit of light shiny. That's the G-511D, right? That's that one. And like I said to you before, the module is, the display is just slightly different. See? The hands on this one are straight, with the little fork prong at the end of each one. At least it looks like it does. With the area, but it might be just a black mark, like a paint mark. Looks like a prong anyway, but either way. But the 511D has got pointed hands, so it's slightly different. And if you look at the way the display is, yeah, it's got the, it's not. I like it, I do, but I'm gonna be changing it. All the parts will be the same, right? But I'm gonna put one of these on, right? Not off this. And as you can see, right, it's not, that's black. This is a blue colour. And then you have this different version, which is the, I think this is the 7. I think it's a 701. I think this one. Let me just have a look, because it's been a while. No, I apologise. This is the actual. This is a 510. So there's a 511. There's a 510. Sit next to each other with a grey back. Now I changed this case. This case was off a different model. It's still off one of the G-Shock 5s, but it had a white bezel on it, which was quite unusual, and I hadn't had one of them, so I thought, hey, we'll do that, shall we? And then you have this one, which is the, I think this is the 700 and something. Let me just have a quick check. Oh, I can't even see it. My eyes are shite. What have we got here? What the heck is that supposed to be? This might be the 520. It's never a 520. Let me just have a look. I'll tell you what, I'm such out of touch with this rubbish, it's untrue. It says it's been that long. Oh, it is as well. There we go. So I thought this was a 700. I've got the 700 somewhere, I'm sure I have. I've got that many, just lose track of them all. So that's the 520D. So we got a 511, 520, and whatever that was, 510. So we've got several of these. It's one of those things where when they come in pieces, I've hunted and hunted for different versions of them, and obviously from damaged cases, damaged modules. It's like this one here. This one might be the 700. I've got this mixed up on, but yeah, let's have a look. That's the one. That's that one there. 701D. There you go. I knew I had one of them somewhere knocking around. I just couldn't remember. But anyway, disregardless. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this, right, from this yucky mess remove these. I'm going to give these a clean anyway and put them in my spares, right? Well, what I want to do is put a stainless bracelet on it, so it'll be a 511 with a stainless bracelet instead of it being a 511D. So I think that'll be interesting. I just hope it works. But we won't know until we try, will we? Right then, so I'm going to go for a minute, or should I say in about a second, and I'll be back. See you in a bit. Well, that's what it looks like after it's been cleaned. All I do is use a toothbrush and some soapy water and just scrub away merrily. There's not really much else I can do, to be fair. But it does the job, it does the trick. And as you can see, sometimes I do miss a little bit of drying. All of this here has been scrubbed by something. Something's been abrasive across it, which is weird, and I've never seen that before. Almost like as though somebody's been manipulating it of some description, but it's been scrubbed up like a file, or maybe some sandpaper. I don't know if you can see that at all, but see that discoloration there. Weird though, isn't it? But everything seems to be okay. Nothing fell apart, thankfully. The glass is a bit scratched, as you can see, but I don't mind things like that. It keeps it authentic in a sense. Now, as for the strap, can you see that discoloration there? I have scrubbed that bone, right? But the sweat has dug into it, and it has literally caused it to discolour the strap. I've scrubbed that with a hard scrubbing brush, and I cannot get that out. So that's the reason why I don't use these, really. I mean, I'll keep it as a spare maybe, but it has been scrubbed. Same with this one. I've got that one, but this here has just been attacked by whoever was wearing it, the sweat that they was producing, because that's what happens to these things. Same with this one. This will be the same one. This has been used and abused at some point. But anyway, those will go in the box. Just like that. Now, oop. I was supposed to have, was it? Okay, so the next step is to start putting it back together again. And we'll start by assembling this thing. Now, there's a certain way this goes. Now, I think, if I remember rightly, see this? See these two letters? These letters is P11, I think it says there. Can't really see it very well, but let me just have a quick look. Yes, it does say P11. P11 at the bottom, right? And you know that's at the bottom because it's read the right way up. So P11. So we use that as a basis as the bottom, right? So then we grab out of the bezel, and we want to put that way on, like that, which should be relatively simple now that we've cleaned all the crud off. It's slightly softened up due to the fact that it's had hot water on it. Not red hot, but enough so I don't burn my donnies. Right, so get myself my little screwdriver wherever I've done that, just to ease these tabs up here. See these, look? It's just got to try and push that out there just enough, just to pop it down. It doesn't have to be brilliant, just nice and steady, just like that, right? So the centre one's already got there, look, see? Already in. That one's already in. That one's slightly off, but we can do that, and there we go. But see how it's slightly distorted off there now? So we've got to work our way around and pick these up nice and steady. Don't force it because they can tend to be unpredictable, right? So we manipulate it round, just gentle enough to start them off and pop it in, just like that, right? And that way you don't end up putting thumb marks in there. You don't end up splitting this, because this is plastic, right, all underneath there. They're like a rubbery type of plastic, like a resin type of thing, where it has got some flexibility, but not a vast amount, and especially with the fact that this is old, right, so you've got to be careful. So, and then when you've done that, you can then slide these into place, right, and they sit like that, right, and we're starting to take shape again there. So then we grab hold of the screws. Now what I tend to do, I don't stick these in the wash, right, what I do is, call this lazy, I mean, yes, maybe, but get myself a wipe, right, let me just grab that, get myself a wipe, get out one of these screws, right, get in there, stick it into there, hold it, and then just rotate it like that. That gives you a bit of a clean. That's it really. Nothing technical about it, right? So that's one done. And I'll just repeat the process. So I'll fast forward this bit probably. Now I've looked at these and I'm not convinced that these are any good, but they may be. Springs seem to be alright. But I'll check them out anyway. I've got some new ones, so it should be alright. Just give it a bit of a clean, that's all. Make them look a little bit prettier. With that one there, it seems to be a little bit thinner than that one, unless it's the grind that's throwing it off, maybe. Push the springs in. Oh, hang on. Yeah, alright. Doing that will also check to see if they're any good. Or I'm just trying to, do you know what? I think one of them are different. It doesn't matter because I don't think I want to be using these anyway, because look at that. Yeah, that was a bit stuck, that was. I think I might have to change those ones, so we'll have a look, but you never know, we'll see. Right then, that's that bit done. We can continue. So, like I said before, these ones here have got two different ones. At least I think so. I know the other ones have, so I'm just going to have a quick snoot just to see. There should be 4. That looks, yeah, that's a short one. That's a long one. That's a short one. I think, yeah. That's a short one. Or is it? Come on, you git. Yeah, that looks like a short one. That one. That'll do. I'm not going to faff any longer. It's going to have to be like that, I'm afraid. So, that one can go in there at some point. Oh, come on. Fit a little git. That's one of them. That fits all right, so we're on for a winner. And then we can pop in 2 of these, or drop it on the fucking top. God damn it, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hang on, that's a bit off. There we go. Yeah, I think we got that. And then that one. We should have another one of these. Yep, that seems good enough for me. I'm happy with that. Next, other side now, pop that on there. Yep, looking good. Looking good and complete. So, put that there, like so. You can feel when the screw has gone down far enough. You ain't got to go mad because it is only screwing into plastic after all. But you can feel once it gets to a certain point. Yeah, it's just that. There it is. So they are right there. It's like you can feel the resistance, so you don't want to get overdoing it. Because if you're too heavy-handed, you will strip the thread out. So you have to be careful. And remember, these things are old. So if you do come across one, take your time. Right, you'll feel a bit of resistance to a point, but then you see that there? Boom, right in. It ain't going to get out further. And that is that bit done. So the case is reassembled, and if you look at the oh, hang on. I won't put that. No, we're all right. We're the right way up. Oh, for crying out loud, have I put it the wrong way up? God damn it. But no, we're all right. So I can put the module back in. Put the mount over. Yeah, there's the time. All right. So the module will drop back in there. You just have to be a bit fiddly with it. Come on. Right. There we go. Module's in place. There's no point worrying about the batteries because the watch is still working, so we ain't got to worry about that. So now that we come to the gasket, right? There's 2. Oh, now hang on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I've dropped a bollock. Don't drop the darn thing. Yeah, because I was in a hurry. I forgot about it. It was already in a hurry. See, look. I forgot this one. This one here, look. Right, let's have a bit of an inspect. It seems okay. Yeah, we can pop you back in there. Like so. Now we can put that back in there. Fingers crossed I got it right way up. Right, let me just check the pushers. Yep. It's alright. That's better. It's sitting where it should be now. It ain't overlapping, I don't think. No. Just to see if the circlips on the pushers aren't interfering with the tabs, because that can be a pain in the arse. No, we're clear. All good. this little gadget here, which will come here. I need to get a proper mat. This here will sit on top in a second, right? This is the protector for that bit added shock absorbance for the module itself. Yeah, that sits on there, that does, but that way. Right. I'll put that in a sec, but what I want to do is this, because even though it is a gasket and it's done its job, it does get crusty, because on the outer edge where the moisture and snot, sweat and shit finds its way through, and it stops it from getting inside, it does build up on the outside. So what I tend to do is cheat. Again, I'm good at cheating. So I'll get myself another handy rod. And then I just give it a bit of a clean that way, just like that, you see. That's all I do, nice and gentle. Just keep rotating around. You can feel the crusty parts, and it just slowly softens it up as you do that. But again, finesse. It's a finesse thing. You have to be very, very gentle, right? Because you can break them if you're too heavy-handed. So take your time. Slurp. Right then, so Mr. Gasket, right, that can go on there. Now, as you can tell, this little deucer has got one orientation round, and it's been a little dick. There we go. Right, and it falls into this recess, okay? The amount of times that I've come across watches and the gasket's poking out and it's been damaged and flattened and distorted. It's like, how do you manage that? But, you know. And there goes that one, right? It will sit. It'll sort of find a bit of a location as to where it sits. Now, because of, I'll take that off, because this little label has been slightly put on askew, if it's made it a little bit, you know, but I'm not going to mess with it because it's obviously been put there from the beginning when this watch was assembled, and that's the way it's going to stay, because I like things like that. Now, rotate it round so the P11 is at the bottom, so then you can put the back on the right orientation, because you don't want it that way. If you put it that way, then this, which is the piezo speaker, will not work, so you won't have your beeps. Right, so put that on there, and we are now in. You can feel it, it's nice, it's where it should be, it's great. And then we can grab a hold of that, and this is how I put the backs on, right? So I'll fasten that one down. My fingers on the back positively, that to its point of stop, then I rotate it round so then I can put on the opposite corner. Whether this is the right or wrong way to do it, I don't know, it's just what I prefer. And once we've done that, let go and then put on the other ones. And then the fun begins. There you go. One case, bezel and back and all the other nooks and crannies cleaned off. Okay, but what we're going to do now is have a look to see if we can use my spares. I think I've got to check, because I might not. Oh, I have. Because there's, let me just grab it a second. There's see, the resin straps have got this, right? This is built in, this attachment here, right? Which then clips onto that, okay? That's the shoulder mount, okay? So to put the bracelet on, I need the adapters, which are these, just this end here. Right, I'll show you in a second. Are you ready? I thought I'd jump the gun a little bit there, but clearly I haven't. All right. So that's got some bracelet parts that I can use. Right, this is off an older one, and I think that's off another 511. That's the modular one, which I always keep the parts because you just never know. Something simple as the coil in there, that could come in handy too. Another one that's got damage on it, the PCB board might be knackered on one, so I've got a spare one. So you just strip the modules down and rebuild away. So, now what I'm after is the shoulder attachments for the bracelet upgrade, right? I suppose you can call it. So that's one end of the bracelet. As you can see, it doesn't look like that, does it? Right? It's nothing like that, because we need this bit. So what the guys did at Casio is made those, right? Those attached to that. And it just so happens that I've got spare ones. I always keep my spares, because you just never know. Okay, I'll also take out that as well, because we're going to need that. I may have to adjust, this one has been cleaned already, so it doesn't matter about that. I may have to adjust the links on this, but I've got spares there, so I'm going to worry about that. But keeping these parts, right, will then repair any other one. So for instance, if I had a G-Shock 511 or a 510 or something to that description, whereas this has been damaged, at least I've got spares that I can use, which is always good fun to have. As a matter of fact, I think what I might do, I might grab them as well while I'm at it. Shall I try? Well, we'll see what these like first. We'll try them. No, we'll leave it for now. Right, so we can pop that back in its bag. Another way. I'll hang on to that for 2 seconds. I don't need that now, so we can put that away. Right then, so to do the conversion from the resin to the stainless, we need to put these on, and these clip on to there. So a bit of a push, and there you go. And that creates the shoulder for those to go on, just like that. How cool is that, eh? And who'd have thunk it? So once again, push it on, and we've now got the whole frame now, which is what you can build on. Oh, that's looking pretty cool, those actually. This is going to be a different one, isn't it? So that's the upright bit. So if ever you take one of these apart, right, and you think to yourself, shit, oh man, which way does the bracelet go now? I forgot. Easy way to do that, right? So turn your wrist round, put the strap on, and see where you're reading the word G-Shock right there. If that's that way around, then you've got that there is wrong. So then you flip it round and you put G-Shock, so it's written up there, so you can see it, which then would mean that this is the top. So that goes on the top. Oh, hang on, what's that there? Hold the phone a minute. I thought I'd clean this bugger. I haven't cleaned this one. I thought I had. One moment, please. So, we are back. I honestly thought I'd clean these ones. Maybe not then. Or I just don't do a very good job of it. So, now, like I said before about the strap orientation, this one's the top, so that goes up here, right? So you want to attach that there. We do that by sticking those in there like that. See? Easy peasy. Top. Now what I tend to do, oops. At least I try anyway, you know what I mean? It's not one of them mates, you've got to keep going at it. Might take several attempts to get it in there, but come on. Right, do that. And then my little screwdriver. Push it down as I manoeuvre that over until you hear that little pop. Right. Give it just a bit of a tug, you can go mad with it. Right. And then that is that. Then the fun bit. These are the shoulder protectors. And there's a little tab there that slides underneath there like that. So then you put that in there and you wait. You don't get going just yet because we want one of these. And that fits in that hole there, like so. So, don't push it all the way through because what you need to do is try your best to cover one side up because you'll have it sticking out this end, okay? But don't get going mad because you'll twist it. So then you push, right? Give it a push. And then you've got the both there. Just have a quick tweak on this one just in case. Come on. Just like that. Right, so then you have to push it forward towards like that, like so. It'll pop in place and you'll see it's in because it sticks out. Right? Not too much, it's sort of like almost flush. And that then is the shoulder guard in place. And there you go. Just like that. How cool is that? I'm going to do the same with this one. Okay. Put the old pin bar in for the strap. Pop it in its little hole there. Bit of a push. Oh, hang on. Jumped the gun a bit there, popped out the back here. Careful. There you go, see? And hallelujah, we are now. We're flying through this one, ain't we? Hey? Check it out. We're getting there now, aren't we? So, last but no means least, is to put that on, which I think is that one there. Shall we have a look? Shall we test it? Oh, how about that? Like it grew there. And that is that. That has now turned the G-511 into the same as a G-511D, but with the added difference of the dial face and the hands as well, right? Because like I showed you before, the two are not the same, and I do like this one though, I've got to admit. Where is it? Where I put yeah. I do like this one. And simply fact because of the white inner bezel. I do like that. I really do. I think that's a great contrast. And it just stands out so well. Yes, I know the time's different. That one's for the when the hour goes, what is it now? That's for later in the year, that's for this year, this for now. But yeah, I mean, there you go, that's it. Simple as that. Tell you what, well, that's me wonderful Gravity Master. I'll put that there. Let's see how this fits. I might need to adjust it, but we'll see. La la. Oh, good grief. Look at the size of that thing, it's humongous. Yeah, that's got to be tamed. So what we'll do is leave that there. We'll take, let's see what we're looking at. We might have to take two links out, but we'll start first with this side. Right, now these are strange little pins, these are. So what you've got to do You can see that. Can you see it there? We have to push that down. You can manoeuvre that out, just like so. Well, these are one-sided spring bars, these ones. You can put the warning, but if you look at the way it is, you see where it's got the push there, but it's stationary there. That doesn't move, but this does, because of the way it's been designed. To be honest with you, it's probably one of the best. Ooh, keep doing that, don't I? It's one of the best design of these bracelets that I've come across, because I wish they was all that bloody simple. I really do, but sadly not. So do that, pull that out. Now you see that one there, look? We do tend to get that sometimes. This here is the end of that. That just fell out of that one. All right. But that does happen, because it's just use, wear, the age, it happens. There's not much you can do about it. But we don't need that one, because we're taking that link out. I may have to take another one out yet, but we'll put this back together again. Flip it around to make it easier. Pop in the pin, sit it there like that, put that there like that, and then with the screwdriver just gently push it down until it falls into place, and it should click, and there we go. So that's one link out. I'll probably go take another one out yet, because that normally happens. So we'll try again now. We took a link out, it's still looking a bit baggy, so we are getting there. Right, it's a bit too loose for me, but if I take a little link out, I think we might be able to do it. So we've got a little bit of room here, see? So I can push that out with a bit of pusher. So if I do this, pop you there, and then move it down one, which I think might just do it. Yep, are we in? We're in. Let's just see. Let's have a go. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little bit loose for my liking, but that's all right. That is. I think I'm not going to get that any better than that, because if I took a little link out, it would be a bit too tight. Now, you don't want to have a watch too loose if you're wearing them, because if it slides into the crook of your wrist when you do that, it's what buggers the shoulders up, and it can cause a lot of damage. People do tend to have these things dangling around the wrist, and I'm going, oh, good grief. But I assume, right, and I'm going to say that because what I think the reason of that is, when you buy a watch from the shop, the bracelet is oversized all the time. So when they buy it, they put it on the wrist, and it's dangling around there, and they think that's how it should be, but it's not. No, you are supposed to have it de-linked to fit your wrist, and that's what it looks like when it's finished. Simple as that. For me, what I will do with this one, if you can see that there, look, see where this is now here. So what I will tend to do is rotate that round, right, to bring this up here, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I take out this link here, right, I might as well do it while you're here, so you can see what I'm doing. All right. Come on, you bugger. There you go. Right, so I'll take that out. Right. Let me just have a look for a second. Because it was at the bottom, wasn't it? Rotate there. So it's up there, so bring it out. So I want to take this link out. Let's take one or two. I think I might take two out. So me faffing. So if I take you out, see how easy it is. You know what I mean? It's a doddle, isn't it? Absolute doddle. Well, there's another one, look, another example. Let me just push that out. Right, see there, that's worn. Right, see it? Come here. So the end, it's just worn off. Which actually probably fell out as well. And that's what happens to these, unfortunately. They do wear out. Not to worry. We can salvage that. So, I'll look in my little pack. So what I want to do now is put this over here. Okay, should be enough, I think. Let's grab a pin bar. I think I've got the right size. I think I've got the right size. Let's have a look. Is it that one? Maybe. I'll have a look. Let's see if. What about that one? That one might fare. So we have that one instead then. Let's get a couple of those. Put those to one side for now. Because they're damaged. Let's see how we get on with that. Right. So we need to put this here. I think this is going to be enough. Grab out to one of these. Pop that in there. Put that there like so. Go on. You can do it. We're going to go around the back, aren't we? Awkward. See what I mean by being awkward? Hang on a sec. Let's see if we can go that way instead. Here we can. Right, so push that down and then have we got it? I think we have. Yeah, that's seems okay. So now I need to take this one out. Now I might have gone a bit too far, but I've done it before where I've took one link out. It's like it's not quite enough, you know what I mean? So we will do this way. Do two instead of one. Right. Pop that back in there. Come on. You can do it. Oh shit. Come on, you lucky bag. So yeah, oh hang on. That's why. See that in there. The ends fell out. Has the end fell out of that? Or no, that's what it was. The end was still in there from the other one. Right then, that's better. There we go. Pop you in there. And we're locked in. So now we can swing that out and pop this new one in here. We'll have, I think. Is that going to be enough? Should be. Come on. Oh, you little bugger. This is where it's going to get fiddly. I can see it happening. Or better still, why not take that off there? And do it that way. Like so. And then pop you in there. It should. Oh, a bit of luck. Yep, we got it. I'll put that one back on that inside one there. Like so. And fingers crossed, we are sort of getting close. So, let's have another go, shall we? There you are. It puts the bracelet in the centre of your wrist, which is how I prefer it, just like that. Absolutely spot on. And there you are. Put these away before I knock them off. We have got ourselves a 511, not a D, a 511 with a stainless bracelet. How about that? Huh? What do you reckon? Cool? Worthy of my collection, do you think? I think so. Absolutely excellent. And there you have it. I will leave it at that then. I need to put in a stand there, don't I? I've run out of stands, to be fair. But that is so cool. That is so bloody cool. I do like these because they are interchangeable with such a bit of a range of styles. I mean, even though that says it's a, what is it, was that the 520? Can't even see it. I'm telling you, it's terrible, isn't it? Can I see it on that way now? I can't, can I? Yeah, can you see that? Because I bloody can't. Hang on a minute. What was it again? $510D with a white, black face, white inner bezel. Don't get that. And then we've got this one, which is the 511 without the D, with a stainless bracelet, which you don't get that either. And it's all Casio. I think that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. What do you reckon? Worthy? And there you have it. Oh, spares. Must put them back in spares. Spares. Always nice to have spares. Spares. It might seem pretty stupid to some people doing that. No, you don't. But I will say this much: because it's stainless, and because it's Casio, and because it's G-Shock, and it's the 511, I think that makes that unique. So I'll probably increase the value to it. I'd like to think so anyway. I don't polish them up, I don't buff them, I don't make them all shiny and shit, because I like the way that the aging has affected them. All of my watches never get buffed up. All they do is get cleaned, and that's as much as they get. All right, all the marks through its life that whoever owned the watch, all right, that's their story. All right, there's a lot of watches that I've got which have probably got a wonderful story to go with it. I mean I've got all these here, right? I'm thinking, might bear with me, but I've got all of these to put batteries in, right? It does get a bit much, but say for instance if I pick one of these ones here, like, as you can see it, right, I've got to put a battery in this. It's got a lot of scratches across the glass, right? It's mad. But when you look at the way it is, you think to yourself, somebody has wore that to the point where they've scuffed all that up, right? There was one of these, because I've got several of these type, and they end up with like things like this, look, right? Same one, same model, and it's got spottles of paint all over it. Now I could have just gently picked them all off, but I didn't. I cleaned it and then just left all these spottles, because I imagine there'd be somebody out there as a painter decorator that might have been, you know, wearing this when he was doing his job. You know what I mean? So it's a story of that watch. This has been with somebody who may have been a decorator. What else we got that's fun to have a look at while I'm here? I mean, this particular one here, again, I've got to put a battery in it, but this is really old. It's one of those dual, it's got the LCD display down there. But this is old. I mean, it's really old. I think this one belongs to the late 80s, early 90s maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is really old anyway. This model is I think it's a W somewhere or other. I'll have to get the old magnifying glass out on it, so have a quick look. Yeah, W300, I think. Yeah. Oh, hang on. ARW300, there you are. Yeah, ARW300 is what that is. It needs another battery in it, mind you. But I've found I've got another, obviously a strap for it. It's a new strap because it didn't have one. I was lucky enough to find one still available. So, and there you go. These are all the watches I've got to put batteries. I've been going through them periodically anyway, but yeah, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads, and it just keeps on going. If you want to, before I go, I'll show you this one. Right, this is a Casio. Now, if you want to have a bash at trying to find this particular model of Casio, good luck to you. The bracelet itself is just a generic gold one that I bought off eBay. It's nothing special, but it just fit the watch. It just looked alright. I mean, it's not brilliant. I'm not 100% convinced it's any good. I just thought, yeah, stuff it, put it on there. But if you look at the face, it says there across the bottom, message, right? So I'm going to assume that this was a promo watch for a company, maybe. Because if you look at the top there, it says Casio, it says Heart and Tech, if I'm not mistaken, but my eyes aren't the best. So whoever Heart and Tech were, they obviously had some watches commissioned as maybe presents, and this one has still actually got its little plastic sticker which says water resistant, and this model is an LE51G. I don't know what the module is. I mean, the module might be the same as something else. Let's have a quick look. The module is a 451, but I've looked for this model and I can't find it. As far as I'm aware, it don't exist, but it must do because I'm figuring hole in it, and it needs a battery in it. So it does work. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But the only, like I say, the only thing I can think about why this exists in the first place is because the company Heart and Tech must have had these commissioned for whatever, and there would be like an example, if you like. This would be given to the company. Well, this is what you get, and whatever message you want, this is where the message will go. You know what I mean? That to me is what makes sense. It really does. And I thought it was quite unique. So there you go, something interesting, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go and I'm going to put this video together, and I might, you never know, do some more. But hey, I do these whenever I feel fit enough to do them. If I'm in them frame of mind, I'm going to must put my gravity master back on. I do like this watch. Yeah, gravity master. Not bad, eh? Second hand in a job lot. If I divided the cost I spent on the job lot by the amount of watches that came, this was probably 20 quid. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'll speak to you again. Bye.